when is that best time to become a truck driver in this America? That's an excellent question. That's $1 million question. And on that note, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. That's what I want to share my experience about today. When to start trucking? When is the best time for that? Let's talk about it. Welcome again to my platform. Welcome to this channel. Welcome here. I'm the Petit Voyageur. You can call me Sergio. I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate the time, your encouragement, your likes, your comments, your word of forwardness. I love those. I appreciate them. Your questions too. Why not? And the question of the day: what is the best time to become a trucker? When is the best time to start trucking or being in the trucking industry? A little bit history about myself. I started July. I would say June. Yeah, June, July. That's when I started. And before starting, trust me, I made my homework. I was like, alright, my training is gonna take me average a month and a half up to 2 months. If I did too much, it would be 3 months, because I went with Prime. Yes, Prime with their program, they financed everything. They took care of me all the way to my CDL and my completion until I got my truck, until I got my own business. So they took me to the 9 year, the 9 years all the way through. And then I was like, when should I start? If I start in July, by September, is it going to be raining? Is it going to be snowing? What is the weather going to look like? If I start later on in August, is it going to meet me in December? Sometimes it's not raining in December. Like, I was thinking when to start, when to avoid rain, when to start in summer. Should I do should I do summer training? Should I do winter training? Trust me. And watching videos, watching these YouTubers doing video about trucking, about driving in the rain, driving in the mountain, driving in the snow, driving under the sun. Trust me, each season, each climate comes with its ups and its downs. Talking about driving through the day, driving through the night, everything comes into consideration. And after thinking, I was like, summertime, there's a lot of heat. It's really hot. And I'm gonna be sweating. It's gonna be really, like, it's gonna be non-stop. The business is gonna be good, right? But if I start in summertime, I'll end up in fall or in winter if it's delayed. So should I start in winter in the snow when I actually know nothing? Should I take the risk in starting in the snow? Or I should start in the spring when it's nice and maybe jump in and then be on my own during summer? All this questioning myself and all this crap. But waiting all the way down there was gonna get me to wait again for like 6 months, when the company already called me a week in advance, and I already put my 2 weeks notice. So I had to either do it now or postpone 6 months, 6 months up. And guess what? I went ahead. All right, I went ahead. I finished my training. That was close to Thanksgiving. Yeah, that was Thanksgiving that I got done with my training in November. And then on the day of Thanksgiving, the day before, that's when I actually hit the road. That's when I actually went out for my first trip. I head to North Carolina. I already did a video about what happened in North Carolina. If you watch me, you know what happened to North Carolina on my very first trip. Yeah, a little hint, Lord Lizard. So if you know about the Lord Lizard, go and check that video. I talk about it on my first trip. It's better, I hit North Carolina on my first trip, and that was Thanksgiving. And it was still nice, because I believe this last 2020 Thanksgiving. It wasn't raining much. It wasn't snowing. It was kind of a delay. And it was nice, you know, after all my worries and my calculation, you can't really calculate, you can't really plan trucking business. After all this, it went good. It went actually excellent. I did great as a rookie. So far, I did great. I did my best to stay. I'm still doing my best to stay safe out here, one day at a time. Thanking God for His grace, for His protection and His guidance. So I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well as far as safety, and then so far it's been okay. I had some flaws with the truck here and there, some issue with my code, some issue with bumpy in the front where I do there's little minor stuff that all truckers go through. But thank God I never had an accident. I haven't had an accident, and knock on my wheel, or like we say, knock on wood, I will not have none, by God's grace, by God's protection. So to answer the question, there is no time. There's no time to start your trucking business. If you are ready mentally, if you are ready to hit the road, to be able to be on the road for weeks at a time, 3 weeks at least, 2 to 3 weeks at least. People do months, but if you are not willing to do at least 3 weeks, yeah, actually 3 weeks is the average, to 5 to 6 weeks. You might want to rethink about trucking business, driving, not being a dispatch or mechanic on, you know, truck related job. That's another subject for another time. But right now I'm talking about being a driver. So if you're willing to do that, you're ready in your mind, you're ready with your family, like you know, business being taken care of, your debts being being paid, like, you know, your basic debt or the basic needs being taken care of at home, knowing that okay, you go and then your rent or your children are gonna be okay for at least 3 months to 4 months, maybe 6 months. Because I don't know if I said it before. Before coming in, I had a choice of either going to the school, like an academy, like a private school, or going to Prime. And that being said, going to the school, I had to spend average 4,000 to 6,000. I don't know if now it's more or less. So with that money, I was like, all right, whether I take care of myself, my bills, while I'm doing my training, or I spend that money and then get hired to another company. No, I got hired by this company that does training, and I took care of my bills as I went. So I did like 3 months and a half, really 3 months, yes. I was doing pay my bill. Of course, they pay me every week. Prime at the time paid 700 and then 800, which was okay, which was really basic, and actually more than what some people make just doing their regular business. But I was making that, it was okay for me. I was making more before then, but again, it was okay, it was decent at the time. And then you know, the more money you make, the more issue, more problems, more responsibilities you do have. But it was okay, it was great. So yes, there's no time. Right now it's raining, but guess what? I had to run. I had to keep driving. There's no time. There's no moment to start driving. Whenever you feel it, whenever you're ready, mentally, physically, whenever your bills or your responsibility at home are being taken care of, I would say go ahead and do it. If it's a passion, if it's something that you'll be wanting to do, don't hesitate. Stop thinking. When you have your ways, jump on it. Opportunities are all around us. It's up to you to grab it. You grab it, you deal with it, you keep going forward. If you don't hit it, if you don't start, you will never know the challenge. I could do it. She did it. He did it. Why not you? Come on. Jump in, and if you want to come with Prime, come with any company. Actually, I will recommend Prime because I'm with Prime right now and I love it. Like, I definitely love it. They have no complaint. They take care of their business. They take care of the pay. They take care of pretty much everything. I get more income than what I was making as a civilian, like on the ground, as an employee somewhere, being in my own business, having most control of it. I would say I do more again for the sacrifice, for the business, for the tax and all that crap. Yes, trucking business pays pays good. But the paying good, you gotta remember, it comes also with a lot of responsibility, a lot of spending, a lot of. If you don't know how to adjust yourself, you don't know how to keep your head straight, you'll be down. So that is my recommendation. That's my speech for the now, and that's what I would say. There's no time to start or be in the trucking industry. Whenever you feel it, whenever you're ready, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, somehow, at least your basics, come in, jump into it, do it, come and grab that passion, start that journey. If you can't do it, worst case scenario, what's gonna happen? Just stop. Hey, it's a new experience, it's something new, something different. You don't like it, nobody is gonna make you do what you don't want. That being said, stay blessed, love you always. That was a Petit Voyageur, Sergio for you. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, encourage me, downgrade me, but let me know what you think, where you're listening from. Let's meet up. Love you all.